Hi guys, my name is Brianna and I'm a military brat. And if you don't know what that is, you probably don't know very much about military kids, and that's okay, I'm here to inform you. But military children are a big part of the military community because there are a lot of people who have kids, and it's during the time that they're in their military career. So I'm talking about military careers and military people and all of the challenges that they face because a lot of people don't know about that, and I just wanted to inform some people about military life. So there are a lot of challenges that they face, and people outside the military world might not necessarily understand them because they've never experienced that before. They don't have any family members who have. So yeah, one of the first challenges that military members face is when they're starting their career and they have to decide what branch they're going to go into. And people come from all backgrounds, all ethnicities, all areas of the world, and all personal histories. So whenever you join the military, you kind of decide which branch you want to go into and what area of lifestyle would best suit you based on that branch. And the first thing that is required of you is that you are in good physical health. So they won't take you in the military if you have any sort of medical issues or history with medical issues that could prevent you from serving to your full capacity. Asthma, for example, is one thing that you can't have if you're going into the military. So that's just one example of something that they look for and something that they check for because they don't want to endanger you and they don't want to push you too hard and then find out that you weren't able to participate in your your full capacity. So basic training is the first thing that you go to after you choose your branch and you join and you are sworn in, and it's essentially a 6 to however many week boot camp that you go to, and it's very physically and mentally intensive. Both of my parents went to boot camp. They've told me stories about how intense it was and how much is required of you during that time. It was also 20 years ago, so it's a little different now. They're not as hardcore, but my mom did explicitly state that she was yelled at a lot during her training. So that's one thing to keep in mind. These people who go to boot camp and they go through basic training, they go through a lot and they experience a lot over the time that they're there. And so it's not just getting into the military that's hard, it's other aspects of life when you join. And a lot of people would consider these experiences normal, but it's not necessarily the case. So for example, moving, you do move a lot if you are active duty. They will send you wherever they need you according to your rank and what you do. And so you could live in New York and then move to California, or you can move overseas to another country, and you can move pretty much anywhere in the world, and your entire family will go, which means whoever you knew before that you're leaving behind and you're moving to a completely different place, so you have to meet all new people. One thing that is part of military life that a normal civilian wouldn't experience is deployment. And that is where one family member is sent to another country to work for a period of months. You might not know where they're going, you don't know why they're going, you don't know when they're going to come back, you don't know if the area is dangerous, and so a lot of things are up in the air when somebody goes into the military and they're going on deployment. Family members could die, family members could be taken prisoner of war. There's a lot that goes into deployment and service that a lot of people don't understand. And they're all challenges that military people face, and there are a lot of negative stereotypes associated with military families. And one of those is that some people think that the benefits that military families receive, such as healthcare, free education, dental insurance, and retirement, they think all of those benefits are just given to them by the government and they get them free, and that's not necessarily true because there's a lot of things that they have to deal with while they're when they're active duty and even afterwards. So they receive those benefits because of their service, but civilian people might not necessarily understand that. Within the community, within the military community in general, some people have certain beliefs that are not necessarily going to work with other people that you're working with. So they follow the don't ask, don't tell with anything controversial, as my mom would say. She said that they sometimes have rank conflicts, so like male versus female is a problem, young versus old can be a problem. Some military people view civilian people as people who don't understand the kind of things that they're going through and that they can't relate. But no one is more privileged than the other, and I think one thing to remember is that each group works with all of the challenges that they face, and they all work very hard to get the benefits that they have. And the U.S. Needs to combine and educate both of these communities so they can better get along, and I think that that would bring the two communities together and it would better everyone. Thanks.